Господа, всем привет! И мы продолжаем Kingdom Come. Так, в прошлый раз мы остановились на том, что вот за нами бежит какой-то бусурманин, и нам очень быстро надо отсюда убегать. Собственно, пролог здесь безумно долгий, поэтому я думаю, что у нас только серии 3 будет посвящены прологу. Вот у нас уже и дыхалочка заканчивается, в отличие от того мужчины с сабелькой. Ой! Не-не-не! Бежим, бежим, бежим. Он не побежит сюда за нами, он не такой идиот, как мы, он 2 ноги повредили. Фух. Блин, бежит, бежит, паскуда. Так, тут что-то с женщиной делают, я думаю, что студент как истинный герой. И просто украдем лошадь. Постараемся убежать от них от всех. Да, собственно, пролог очень долгий, очень много диалогов будет, поэтому я думаю, что может быть немного скучновато получится первые 3 серии. То есть как бы до полноценного геймплея пока что довольно тяжело. Фу, тяжело, далеко. Вот нам и ляшечку-то проткнули. Но мы не из робкого десятка. Нас такой фигней не испугаешь. В конце концов, я на тяжелом прошел Ведьмака. Если это вообще сравнимые вещи. Давай скачем. Ой-ой-ой, как близко-то они что-то. У меня еще и кровотечение. Кровотечение, кстати, вообще лютая штука. Может прикончить в считанные секунды. Большинство моих оппонентов погибло в прошлой игре от кровотечения, потому что, ну, как бы мечом помашешь, и они сдаются и тут же умирают. Вот, и вроде бы как бы и не хочешь их уже отпустить, там бедные крестьяне какие-то вышли с топорами на тебя. А нет, истекли кровью и все. Что-то лошадка-то еле скачет. Я надеюсь, они этого чувака не это. Не, жив остался. Слава тебе, Господи. Хоть не будет. Ты что близко к нам подошел? У меня уже лошадь не может быстро бежать, ребят. Дайте отдохнуть. Не стреляйте. Блин, лошадь вообще быстро устала. Раньше такого не было. Что он сказал? Run Forest? Да, напряженная ситуация. Что-то они такие быстрые. Это неожиданно. Давай, 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 давай. Ну все, лошадь устала. Я просто не хочу разгоняться, она может скинуть меня. Нет, к черту, лошадь, бежим. А то я чувствую еще 2 стрелы, и мое бренное существование прервется, так и не начавшись в этой игре. Но мы почти прибежали, на самом деле. Сейчас пробежим с каменоломней и все. Говорят на каком-то неизвестном языке. Синематографично, конечно. Какая у него модная броня, а? Вода красиво сделана, а? Обратите внимание.
Someone give him a drink
Генерал Якубович.
and bring hot wine and bandages.
Вино, конечно, это первейшее, что нужно делать в таких случаях.
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Татары?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Одежда-то у него порвалась, заметьте.
I'm going to pull that hair out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand?
Как-то он ловко для раненой ноги так стал.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Конечно, сейчас допрыгаю на одной ноге. Чё нет-то? Моднява. Посмотрите, кстати, какое убранство, вообще отлично. Все воссоздано практически исторически.
Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Честно признаться, не знаю, кто такие половцы. К моему стыду.
They can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the
Индержиржих.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us.
Ну что ж, у нашего героя проблема с определением своего собственного имени. Он то ли Хенри, то ли Индро, то ли Инджирих. Вот и Индро.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Неужели так сложно было локализовать нормально? Хотя бы, чтобы у нашего героя было одно постоянное имя. Я повырезал долгие загрузки, потому что это просто нереально ждать. Не знаю, почему мне так долго грузится. Так, а что мне надо? Пойти поесть? Надо умыться.
You've done well,
You
lad.
fled from Scarlet's?
I'm sorry for your loss.
How did you manage that?
You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Да, пожрать мы всегда, да.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't
Давай,
understand why he
давай,
wasted his talent,
шевелись.
but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great. Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master?
Инжек всегда голоден, как медведь.
Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed.
Действительно, почему тебе не пойти поспать в конюшнике?
Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Все кланяются и кланяются.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Ну, давай уже жрать. Сколько можно-то? Так, что у нас тут? Пюре, ножки куриные.
Something
Утка, точнее.
to eat.
Сейчас все это заберем. Прямо с котелка поедим. Правда, этого мало. Ну да ладно, сейчас наедимся. Ща. Утка. Блин, с этой стало тяжело все-таки восстанавливаться, хочу ему сказать. Так, ну все, он наелся и что-то... А, ну теперь спать надо идти. Я, кстати, вот до такого состояния его ни разу не доводил. Возможно, теперь на этой сложности будет нормально. Ну, как бы объективно... Воу. Я надеюсь, во время боя ты такого не будешь практиковать. Объективно, играть было сложно, но реалистичности не хватало на обычной сложности. Ты выглядишь подозрительно. Думаю, теперь нам тут дадут прикурить. Так, а нам надо до скольки спать? Да, вон прям до утра. До талого. Эту заставку я оставлю, просто сейчас будет вечер занимательных историй, сразу начнется заставка. А вот и она.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady,
Не каждый раз к тебе
no.
пани
no,
приходит.
not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Ну, наш джерех, господи, выпить не дурак.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new
Это что,
and strange for you.
заигрывание?
But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Да, я бы на самом деле пропустил всю эту болтовню. Но, насколько я помню, качается, во-первых, красноречие, а во-вторых, не могу же я лишить вас такого отличного сюжета.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind. And my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
А это уж точно.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Так, ну... Во.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Да, не видел ты, как ее убили, что ты мне рассказываешь. Блин, у меня...
I saw Deutsch trying to defend himself. The man who'd mocked King Wenceslas.
У меня не было...
Praised Sigismund.
Короче, у меня
Now
сломано
stood
колесико
facing his
мыши.
soldiers with nothing but a
Совсем
picture,
недавно сломалось,
trying
и
to protect his
я не
wife
могу
and son.
пролистнуть.
It was hopeless. He slaughtered them all.
That's so sad.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages. who
Вот
wanted
это
to
неправда,
fight.
мы не знаем, к чему там все шло. Да чё, давайте попробуем соврать. Может, красноречие
I had Sir Radzig's
подсветывается.
sword, and even though there were
Подкачаться.
several of them, and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd help. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Really?
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Интересно, она запомнит мою ложь на будущее?
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding, those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me and my husband either.
Сейчас будет еще одна отличная история.
In comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city. There was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own.
Да, конечно, уже спать пора. Сколько можно?
And let you sleep.
Давай, пока.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Что-то интересно там вот в мешочке сушится. Эх, в ботинках, а тебя ведь просил господин Якубан. Не пачкать одежду. Так, походу нашего Генри приходы в стиле Макс Пейн, часть 1.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Очень интересно. Тут так-то дождь. Что в дождь-то ходить? Куда идти-то? Куда? Эй, сюда? Наверное, вот сюда. Ну, я пришел, давайте. Что случилось?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Scouts.
Maybe it's not him.
Да, действительно.
The scouts Jivish sent to Scarlet to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of...
То есть вы мне не поверили с самого начала, когда я вам рассказывал?
Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there. Won't we?
Aye, we will.
May the Lord watch over.
Эх вы, не доверяете. Можно подумать, Индра сам себе воткнул стрелу в ногу и прискакал.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Rubber?
Sir Ansig! What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
Хорошая поговорка.
Your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me.
Что-то нашего Инджиха вообще никто не верит.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured.
Домашний арест.
I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've
Какие-то слишком тонкие исторические шутки. Не понимаю.
But thank you. We'll meet again when
Какая же у него классная броня.
favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Блин, красивая графика. Вот прям вообще. Как в жизни. Так, с кем мне поболтать с тобой?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request. You answered yes.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you. Take care.
Да, так не забудь. Так, а чем мне нужно подождать теперь до утра? Так сперва надо тут с кем-то поговорить, чтобы он типа научил меня. Не ты. Ты?
Good health to you. What do you think about... It's a hell of a thing. First, Scarlet's castle is well fortified, all right. But I hear sick... Oh, sorry you...
So am I.
My God.
Thank you.
I reckon that Sir Radzik...
Not really?
Да-да, я понял, что зря я с тобой затеял диалог. Так, куда мне идти-то?
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait.
I will.
Отлично. Ну все, сколько мне ждать-то? До 8 нормально будет, я думаю. Господи, что ж такое? Дождь, по-моему, в прошлый раз у меня не было дождя. Так, сюда, да? А, нет, в заставке нет дождя. Все, понял. Что там, половцы пожаловали?
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund
Его зовут Роберт. Почему его зовут Бориком? У меня слишком много вопросов по этой игре.
Maybe in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my
Генерал Лысан.
You an idiot? Do you want to end up like them? I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir,
Как луч солнца перекрывается его лысиной, искажает пространство его лысина.
Is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king's end that Sir Radzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty.
Мне кажется, если он еще выше голову задерет, то у него голова отвалится просто.
And I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
У него читерская лошадь, она через кусты пробегает. А моя спотыкалась. Это, я так понимаю, был знак к отступлению.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Так, какие-то у нас задания уже сразу же начались. Так, ну нам, собственно, надо уйти.
My respects to you.
So, Robard, I need to get to...
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be...
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw...
Я понял, меня, короче, не выпустят отсюда.
God be with you.
Ну что ж, предлагаю на этом закончить эту серию, господа. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии. И всем до встречи в следующей серии. Там уже будет поживее. Всем пока.